Victoria's Secret models have it all. From amazing physiques to big blowouts and pink silky robes, their lives are full of glitz and glamour. But at what cost? I spent the past week eating, training, and living like a real Victoria's Secret model to see if I have what it takes to walk the runway. Now, we were running a strict program over here. I gave myself a list of rules that I had to follow no matter how tired or unmotivated I was. The first was I had to follow a very specific morning and night routine. I woke up somewhere between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's currently 7 in the morning. I am not used to this. I usually get up around like 9 or 10.
Then I would sit up in the bed, and the first thing was that I had to make sure I tried to chug as much water as I could because models are always glowing and hydrated, so I had to make sure that I was doing the same. Now, usually after that, I would go upstairs to go make a cup of coffee, but not this week. No, this week I had to go upstairs and make a cup of tea first.
Let's go make a cup of tea. Yay, because I can't have coffee yet.
I drank this tea that was supposed to be good for like stress and relaxation, and I had it with specifically 1 spoonful of honey. While I drank my tea, I would come and sit down by the window and I would try to do a little meditation, just try to soak up the sun as much as I can in the wintertime and just wake up for the day. Once I was done with that, then I could go upstairs and go and make my cup of coffee. But I could only use cane sugar and unsweetened almond milk. I paired that with a breakfast that was full of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. I also tried to make sure I was eating some sort of fruit with my breakfast, and I had a small cup of bone broth to go with my breakfast. Kendall Jenner says she drinks a lot of bone broth every day. It does have a lot of protein and it's good for your gut, so I figured why not. I also set a rule that I could not go on my phone for the first 30 minutes of my day. After breakfast, I would get ready for the gym, do my skincare, and make the bed. Usually after all of that, I could have some screen time. I really like drinking water first thing in the morning. As a girl who chronically struggles to get like the cue for water throughout the day, I was actually thirsty. I was drinking like 2 to 2.5 Stanleys a day, which I usually struggle to get through 1. The only part of it that I really didn't like was getting up and making tea. It's so cold. All I want right now is my hot cup of coffee in the morning, making my tea. Drinking the water first thing in the morning isn't hard, like that feels good. It's definitely a hard habit to break, waking up and making tea. I'm a coffee girl through and through. I probably am just not going to be able to break that habit. For my workouts, I kept to my current gym split, but I tried to tweak it just a little bit so that it was focused more on the type of workouts that models do. This was the gym split I used for the resistance training portion of my workouts. I made sure to do a 5-minute warm-up first, and then at least 30 minutes of zone 2 cardio after my workout. If you don't know, zone 2 is about 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. It's good for aerobic endurance, but it's also good for burning more fat. I felt that that alone was still very gym girl and not model-esque, so I decided to incorporate a little more ab work and flexibility work. On Tuesday, I tried Kendall Jenner's 11-minute ab workout. Boy, did that kick my butt. Some of the exercises, I'm pretty sure my form sucked. I don't do nearly as much core work as I should. It's what I learned from this. And some of these exercises I had never even tried before. So I would definitely be pulling a lot of those exercises into my workouts now and upping the ab work. Then on Thursday, I was supposed to do a YouTube yoga flow class, but a wrench kind of got thrown in the plans on Thursday. So I woke up today with some congestion and just feeling really like tired, kind of just sluggish. So I'm having kind of an off day. I'm just gonna sit here in bed, relax for most of the day, hopefully feeling better tomorrow. I skipped the gym, A, because I didn't want to pass on my germs, and then B, I wanted to make sure I gave my body rest so that I could be back for my workouts on Friday. For lunch, my fiance and I got Chipotle, and I got their high protein, high fiber bowl. I just added a little bit of guac for some healthy fats, and it was really, really good. I'm not gonna be paid to say this. It was actually really good. Now, I also gave myself a really big challenge here. I did not have any pre-workout before the gym. I don't really think many models probably take pre-workout, and that may not sound like that big of a deal, but when you're somebody who's used to having some sort of caffeine and focus boost before the gym, I was definitely curious to see how I would feel going into this. All I have is a little water bottle. I just finished my coffee, so hopefully that'll help, but I've got a long workout to get through and like not as much caffeine as I'm used to having. The first day, it was odd to not have pre-workout, but it wasn't bad, and as the week went on, I actually appreciated not taking it. My workouts were really nice. I think because I was doing zone 2 cardio and nothing too intense, I was able to put more effort into the resistance training portion and overall just push myself a little bit more. And before you're like, Anna, models don't lift weights. Lifting weights will make you bulky. You're wrong. Lifting weights won't make you bulky. If anything, it's gonna help sculpt your body and give you that toned look that models have. And trust me, if you look up the type of workouts that these models are doing, they train hard. I think a lot of people think that that models just naturally look as good as they do. And yes, things like their height, their bone structure, their beautiful faces, that's all genetic, but don't underestimate the power of putting effort into yourself. These models definitely work hard to look as good as they do. When it came to foods, I overall just focused on high protein, high fiber, healthy fats. I was not having anything heavily processed. I'm somebody who already eats pretty healthy, so this wasn't really like a drastic change or shocker to my body. The only thing that was odd was that usually I give myself a little wiggle room, enjoy a cookie. This week I did not. I strictly could only have whole foods. So if I wanted a sweet treat, I either made some stewed apples with some oats or the viral bone broth hot chocolate, but even that I kept very low on sugar. Alright, now with all this hard work I've been putting in, I feel like it's only fair for me to do a little photo shoot. I don't have one of the pink silky stripe rows, but I do have this one that's black and has my name on it. I'm gonna put my hair back with this little pink clip, and I'm going to attempt to do Victoria's Secret bombshell makeup. Okay, I found this photo, so let's give it a go. Also, I apologize for the low lighting. I sold my like vanity light that I was using here to use the actual mirror that came with my vanity, and I ordered just like a light that I can clip onto my camera. It just hasn't come in yet. The one thing that I very clearly noticed in this photo is that her skin is flawless. I do have some acne scars, so I'm gonna be doing my best to try and cover that up for the sake of the video. Also, I had somebody leave a comment complimenting how good my skin has been looking, and thank you. I am going to be making a skincare video really soon about all the things that I've been doing to help clear my skin. Obviously it's not perfect, but if you've seen any of my older videos, you know that this is way better than what it used to be. All right, I'm gonna be going in with my e.l.f. primer. This one's pretty good. It also has salicylic acid in it. I actually have no idea what I'm doing, but it's fun. It's very rare that I like play with makeup. I'm usually doing it to film a video because I'm going somewhere, and sometimes it's just fun to play with makeup. Who knows, maybe this will be like my new glammed up go-to. And after this, I'm gonna try to get my hair a little curl because I am not really a fan of the new hairstyles that they've been doing when it comes to the Victoria's Secret shows. Like, I want the old glitz and glamour and sparkles and big hair blowouts and like what we all know and think of when we think of a Victoria's Secret angel. They need to cut it with the slick backs. All right, maybe it's just the poor lighting, but I feel like that's not bad. It's a decent base. The other thing I'm noticing is that her under eyes and her chin area is very bright. So I'm going to attempt to do that. I believe I have another concealer somewhere in this bag. Maybe I don't. Where did it go? This one is a bit more of my natural shade, so I'm gonna use this to try and cover up my like little blemishes. I also am getting myself on a new YouTube schedule. I feel like I want to stop posting on TikTok so much and just focus on YouTube because I feel like TikTok has literally fried my brain, and I feel like constantly trying to make videos to get people's like quick dopamine rush was just killing my dopamine, especially when you like put a lot of effort into a video and then it gets like 200 views. TikTok is just very tricky and their algorithm is all over the place versus I feel like YouTube is very true to the video. Like if the video doesn't do well, it's because people weren't clicking on the video. People weren't watching the video. Ultimately, I also just enjoy making long form content. I feel like I'm making all these little passion projects, not just 30 seconds of trying to get somebody's attention. So prepare to see more of me. Now I need to add some color back to my face. I like doing my makeup. I'm just not necessarily best at doing my makeup. Should we get that glow, shimmer in the sunlight? I'm gonna go and do a very bright inner corner. They're also wearing eyeliner, and I don't really wear eyeliner because I have hooded eyes and I've never really learned eyeliner well for my eyes, but that is okay because we'll layer up some mascara to get that look, you know? Honestly, I'm just gonna use my viewfinder. I'm sorry. All up in your business right now. Okay, I just finished my hair. This isn't the most like Victoria bombshell blowout kind of hair, but I don't really have a hair tool for that. I just have a wand. We're working with what we got. Now I obviously just need to wear something pink. I don't really own any like tops that are pink. All I have is this little pink zip up jacket. I'm in desperate need of a wardrobe update. That'll have to be a whole other separate video, but I think I'm gonna wear this. All right, this is the look right now. I think the pink is super cute. So I'm gonna try to take a few little selfies. I do feel really pretty. I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish with this video, which was just learning how to put more time and effort into myself, being more intentional with myself. And honestly, even though this isn't exactly like a Victoria's Secret angel, I do feel more confident. I feel more girly. I feel more feminine. I feel like I might have just found a new makeup look that I like. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below what you would do if you were a Victoria's Secret angel. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. I love you guys. Bye.